What is up? What is up? What is up? What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of What's Up. I'm your boy Fletch. You can find me at IFINC. That's IF_INC. Woo! Hit him with another clap. Okay. All right, our sound is good today. So, how is everybody doing? Welcome back to another beautiful episode of What's Up. This is What's Up News, where we give you everything popping in sports, entertainment, and politics. So, boy, oh boy. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We got a lot. We got a lot that popping off this last week. Didn't we? And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Whoever's tuning in right now, come on in, guys. Tell your mom about it. Tell your friends about it. Tell your sister. Tell your BM. Tell your BDs. Not the gang members. We. This is a friendly environment here. Guns down, people. Guns down. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let everybody know we here. We are here. I hope everybody. We should be sounding good. I checked it before we started, and then I checked it just now. So to the one viewer in this mug right now, let me know if we sounded good. But as we going on, if we have any problems, please just let me know. I will be monitoring everything periodically. There we go. Put that right there. Of course, it's my mama. What up, mama? How you feeling today? Okay, we got thumbs up, so we should be doing good. So how was y'all week? My week was pretty good. Yeah. The reason we're going early today, guys, is because I have a gig later on that starts. Call time is at 5. LA traffic definitely not gonna let that happen. But y'all know it goes from the show starts at 4 and there we go 5 Pacific time. So LA goes from 4 or 6 your time if you're in the Midwest, or 7 your time if you're on the East Coast. And it goes for about an hour and a half. So, because we be having a lot of news to talk about, a lot of stuff, a lot of good, juicy information to talk about, and not a lot of time to give it, apparently. So, I had to push it up today so we can get what we got to get out. And that's good. So, we got thumbs up. Yes, that's good. So, today, I have to play at a church. Y'all know, if y'all don't know, from the intro, y'all see I do the IFINC studio is pretty good. It's pretty big. I do a few things. So I'm a musician, and I'll be playing at a church today. It's a Nigerian church I play at. So it's just like a worship night, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. Literally that's all it is. No sermon, just all music. It's gonna be fire. Yeah, it's gonna be fire. So and I'll be playing in Compton. Yes, Compton. So that's cool. So as we bring up our notes, because I gotta have notes now. Someone got on me because I'll be up here and I don't be having notes. So when I don't have notes, I kind of go all over the place. And some say, "Yo, Fletch, you Shamama did it. It was Shamama." She said, "Yo, Fletch, you just gotta have some notes because you be so excited. You just talk all fast and you go all over the place." So we have notes. We got notes. But the first thing we want to talk about, we always talk about we go with our just our random Fletcher rant for the week, and I had one, and I erased it. I erased it. So, but I got another one. Here we go. So it's not even a rant. It's more of a question. Like, I was talking to my cousin Jono. Who would be your Mount Rushmore of comedy? That was a good one because I saw that on the Pivot. And they were talking to the Pivot shout out to Ryan Clark and everybody on the Pivot. I am a huge fan of Ryan Clark and everything he does as far as if y'all honestly look and see, like I try to mimic greatness. I try to mimic good things. Pivot, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel. I try to mimic these things, but I digress. They were talking to Steve Harvey about his Mount Rushmore of comedy. And I was talking to my cousin. I said, "Yo, so who would be a good Mount Rushmore of comedy?" So we were thinking like Mount Rushmores, they would have to be not the funniest. You don't have to be the funniest, but you have to be a trendsetter. You have to be something that's like something that is just, it hasn't been done. You really just set the mark for something. And we were looking at it because I could find you extremely hilarious, but you may not be a trendsetter. You're just funny. Like to me, one of the funniest comedians I've seen is Lavelle Crawford. Hilarious. Like he's probably my favorite comedian. But does he deserve to be on the Mount Rushmore? Unfortunately, no. So for me, I think me and my cousin got to a consensus also. So Richard Pryor definitely has to be on the Mount Rushmore not because he is one of the funniest, even though he is one of the funniest. He's just a lot of comedians he is like the base of their comedy. They mimic his style. They learn from him. So he has to be on Mount Rushmore. And then okay, who's another trendsetter? Somebody who just changed the game completely. And we put Dave up there. And the reason we put Dave Chappelle up there is because Dave is a comedian in such a way that he can make black people laugh and white people laugh evenly. Like there is no black, like Gary Owen is he's black famous and he's a white guy, right? Black famous. His comedy is driven towards black people. Here's your sign. Oh my gosh, or the redneck guys. I can't think of the names. I was about to say Jamie Foxx. Anyway, Jeff Foxworthy. There we go. He is a white comedian. I like him though. I like Jeff Foxworthy, even though he's not the here's your sign guy. He's a redneck guy. But Jeff Foxworthy is hilarious to me. But he's kind of really like white, which is it's cool with me. That's cool. I enjoy comedy. But Dave Chappelle literally can make white people crack up and black people crack up talking about black folk or talking about white folk. He's controversial, yes, but I just think he's a comedian in such a way that he can cross the race line and say offensive things and people just enjoy it. And it's not always offensive. A lot of his stuff now is controversial, but just look at his earlier stuff. It's hilarious. So that's two. And then we both said this one, Sinbad. I don't know if y'all understand how funny Sinbad is. Go check out Sinbad stuff in the 90s. Sinbad had everybody on lock. And this is what set Sinbad apart. Sinbad did not curse at all. And he just had hit after hit after hit after hit. Now he may not be for you, like, oh, he's not on my Mount Rushmore. But if you go back and watch Sinbad stuff and see how he had people in stitches without saying one curse word, I don't know comedians that do that. I don't know comedians that are that flipping funny. Like people, Kev on Stage. Kev on Stage is funny. I'm not a big Kev on Stage comedy fan. I love the fact that he puts out so much content. He is definitely a worker. His comedy, for me, is not on the realms of Sinbad. Not at all. Like it's not too many people that on the realms of Sinbad. Is just go back and watch Sinbad stuff. And at one point, Tubi had so many Tubi was running. Sinbad was running Tubi. So if y'all want to go check out some Sinbad stuff, crazy good. And then the fourth one, I have to honestly agree. And y'all gonna, a lot of people gonna be upset about this, but I do have to agree with Steve Harvey. Bill Cosby is somebody who changed the game when it comes to comedy. Bill Cosby has records of jokes for years. And I know, he did horrible things. This is true, but for setting the stage for comedy, a lot of shows wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Bill Cosby. A lot of standards for comedy or shows wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Bill Cosby. When you funny, you funny. That's just like saying R. Kelly is not one of the coldest who ever walked when it comes to music. As a musician, for me to sit there and say R. Kelly's not not as cold as he is, that'd be kind of crazy. Now, the things he done, deplorable. But if you're just looking at the talent, it just being real for real, cold. So for me, it is Bill Cosby. Like if you just go, Sinbad is so cold though. So Richard Pryor, and I also know somebody goes like Eddie Murphy's not up there. Eddie Murphy is one of the best comedians to ever live, but Eddie's style comes literally from Richard Pryor, literally right from him. And so, Eddie, but now if I was putting laughter, just pure funny, Eddie on there, hands down. But so yeah, I think that if you're looking at just for me, and you can move him around, Eddie, you can move, like if you wanted to, you can move Eddie for Cosby, because the way Eddie jumped on from comedy to film is crazy. But Cosby just had cartoons and he had TV shows and he had movies, he had everything like he did. So we got Richard Pryor, we got Dave Chappelle, we got Sinbad, and we got Cosby. I think that's a smash list for me. If y'all don't agree with it, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. But that is the rant. That is the Fletcher rant. Not so much rant for today. Thank you, and thank you. So as we get into it, let's roll right into our first segment. We are talking about politics right off the bat. So what's up with politics today? I'm not even gonna give you the whole what's up loud thing today. So what's up with politics? So the biggest thing we are talking about is the government shut down. Guys, we have been shut down for 10 days. No, it's a 9 day. 9 days. Actually, I have a where's it at? Where you at? I have a clock just to make sure. I can tell y'all exactly what the time is. Government shut down, White House gov right here, shut down, bam. Let me see what it is. You can actually, the White House shows you what let me tell y'all what the White House, White House so trash. The White House says, when you type in whitehouse.gov, first thing pops up is Democrats have shut down the government 9 days, 18 hours, 43 minutes, and 29 seconds. And it's a clock up there. It's definitely showing, but it's the Democrats' fault. It's the Democrats' fault that the White House is shut down. So if you guys want to go look at that, if you guys want to see what that is, it's the whitehouse.gov. Type it in. First thing you see is it'll let you know how long it's been shut down and who shut it down. Who? Okay. And the question we have now is, like, all of this shutdown stuff, right? Like, what is the confusion about the bill? Like, what we have one side saying one thing, we have another side saying another thing. What is this whole confusion about? Like, and if I said, I have a question, I just don't know what to ask. So you just kind of like ask that question. What is the whole confusion about the bill? And the confusion about the bill boiled down to is basically, one part says healthcare, one part says healthcare for illegal immigrants. And it's a whole thing I'm about to read real quick. Reports and fact checks from October 25th indicate that there are no recent federal bill proposed for Democrats to grant health. Oh, there we go. So it says that Democrats are really pushing to get illegal immigrants health care. And we foot the bill for it, as in taxpayers foot the bill for it. And that's the point that Republicans are pushing on Capitol Hill, and a lot of people that hear what they're saying, they're pushing that. You know, I'm not trying to really fund illegal immigrants for their health care. And I watched out to foot that bill. And indicate that the fact checkers indicate that there are no recent federal bills proposed for Democrats to grant health insurance to undocumented immigrants. Federal law currently makes undocumented immigrants ineligible for major federal funded health care programs like Medicaid, CHIP, and Affordable Care Act, ACC Marketplace, a policy that a Democrat proposal will not change. The Democrats say they will not change that. The claim that Democrats are trying to give insurance to undocumented immigrants stem from recent budget negotiations and focus on two key areas. The One Big Beautiful Act, H.R. 1, passed by Republicans in July 2025, restricts access to federally funded health care programs for many lawfully present immigrants. In response, many lawfully present immigrants, not illegal, lawfully present immigrants. In response, Democrats have sought to repeal sections of this law that limit coverage. Okay, that makes sense. They're legally allowed to be here, not illegal immigrants, legal immigrants. Okay. Republican sources misinterpreted or distorted these efforts. During the October 2025 budget standoff, some Republicans claimed falsely tied Democrat proposals to covering undocumented immigrants when the actual focus was on restoring eligibility for legally presented immigrants, including refugees and asylum seekers. That's where the big hubbub is about, right? And to be fair, I have heard this. I should have cited the video because I love having proof. I love that. That is important. So I should have cited the video where someone said, a Democrat said, okay, I have heard there. This was on CNN, that there was a loophole that somebody was using for them to get insurance in California, but that does not cover the rest of the 50 states. Now, that to be fair, that's what a Democrat said, and I'm for it. I have to find the information. I will present the truth because I'm all about the truth, baby. Ain't no point in lying. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie to kick it, big dog. You ain't got to lie, kick it. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. So we don't put the truth out there so everybody can see. But they was like, but that was one instance in California. What about the other 49 states? And for the other ones that don't know, there are other things that that are involved in the United States does have more than 49 states. They have 49 states, but they have other things too. Puerto Rico. Okay, well, I digress. Okay. Read that. Republican sources misinterpreted distorted these facts. I think I read that already. Yes. So provisions related to immigrant health insurance, the related sections of the recent budget dispute and regulate legislative proposals legislative proposals do not deal with providing insurance to undocumented immigrants, but rather with access for other groups. Legally present immigrants. That's lawfully permanent residents, green card holders, asylum seekers and refugees, recipients of temporary protected status, TPS, recipients of deferred action for childhood arrivals, DACA. Is that DACA? That's what DACA is? Okay. Other categories of humanitarian statuses. So that's the problem. That's the misinterpretation. But we all know there's this thing called fear mongering that people love to do. I'm not going to point a finger or a side. I'm just going to say there is fear mongering that people have been really preaching to talk about, to get people to riled up, which we know the news does. So I think quick Google searches, people, just quick Google searches will let you see that some things are not what they tell you. And therefore they say they like to keep you dumb so you don't seek out the truth. And without seeking out the truth, they can pull the wool over your eyes and you'll agree with it. You will agree with it. So, just a quick little thing about that. Just look that up and you'll see that some things that you're hearing ain't the truth. And both sides lie like rugs, like dogs, like no TCB, no lie relaxer. So it is what it is. But that's what the whole confusion's about. And the shutdown, we're like I said, how many days are we on? We into it now? 9 days. And with that, as of last night, 11 different FAA facilities are short-staffed as of Thursday night. So they are the TSA people, they already calling off. Like, listen, Joe, I'm sick. I don't even want to do it. I ain't got to deal with this right today. I'm not dealing with it. So the shutdown is going to start affecting people. I heard somebody yelling at the Speaker of the House. They said that her husband is he's active right now, actively in the military. He served 3 tours. He has PTSD. Their 2 children have medical problems where they need their medication. They need their medical insurance, and they need the paycheck, because she said we are paycheck to paycheck. And the fact that my husband, who's actively in duty right now serving, will not get a paycheck is sickening to her. And she's like, I'm a Republican and I'm embarrassed right now. Shame on you. She was talking to the Speaker of the House. Shame on you because you will not, you can do something to help us and you're not. And he was just sitting there going, okay. And then so let's say what day are we on? Oh, and again, Trump said he will start cutting Democrat jobs temporarily or possibly permanently. And he said he said, I'm targeting Democrats. I'm paraphrasing, but you can look it up and see what he was saying exactly. He was like, and some of you guys will pay. Yeah, what are we paying? He said in such a way that sounds very, very, very death threaty. Like, oh, or you gonna rub them out? Or rub them out? I don't know. Or rub one out? I don't have a clue. Trump met with Trump said some Dems will. Oh, this is another big thing. And he also said that they will not be getting, this was the latest, a lot of people were upset about. A lot of people will not be getting back pay. It's federally mandated that federal workers get back pay. And Trump said, of course, well, Trump doesn't care about laws right now. So he says, we're not going to do the back pay. It's criminal, guys. Criminal. Trump said that some jobs will not be getting back pay if it's up to him. Okay, all right. I don't know how legal that is. It's not legal. It's not legal at all. But okay, y'all rocking with that. All right, good. Trump, hey, on a lighter note, Trump met with the president of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. He met with Puerto Rico and the president of the Virgin Islands. I just know he had a wonderful time. He was not mean. Listen, he wasn't mean to me at all. That means, I don't know if you know, guys. I don't know if, clearly Trump didn't know. The president of the Virgin Islands is the taco himself. It is Donald Trump. I don't know if he knew that. And he clearly, a lot of people don't know that the president of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico is Donald J. Trump. Let's just do some facts here, guys. Let's do just do a quick Google search. That's the theme of this the last part of this year. The theme of the last part of the year is a quick Google search. That's it. That's all we need. He was just a wonderful guy. I just love him. I loved his hair. It was just wonderful hair. He was a statue of manliness. He looked like a Greek god. Come on. And also speaking of Greek god, Trump is going in for his second annual medical check. Medical check. He's going to come out looking just like a Black Adonis football player again. Yep. 6'4", 250. Look, I'm not 250 anymore. I'm 240. I am 6 feet, 250. And apparently Trump looks better than me. And, his hair is better than mine too, because, your boy bald. But okay, here we go. And speaking of that, so let's see. Federal judge partially and so we know that the Trump administration is really in odds with Portland and and Chicago right now. They already did Washington, D.C. So Trump said he is sending, and he is going to send National Guards and military into Illinois and Portland, or Chicago and Portland, and he's going to try to do the Insurrection Act to justify it. And he was a federal judge partially grants a bid to stop Trump for 14 days. From entering the Chicago with the National Guard. Trump is upset about that and his administration. Trump admin, they are appealing that because Trump is just adamant about sending them into Governor Pritzker. So it's very interesting about this whole dynamic of Trump. I don't know if we're gonna just rock with it, because if it's the whole thing, if you disagree with Trump, he's going to retaliate, and that's just very childish, and we got to call these type of actions out, because it's not political. It's very much grade school. So if we're gonna be political, guys, let's be political. As I was stating last week, if we are going to attack illegal immigrants, I should not just be seeing Hispanics. We should not just be targeting Mexicans, we know that's what they're targeting. They should go down the street and get some Asians. They should go down that street and get some Russians and get some white people, some Ukrainians, some Russians, and some it's another group. Armenians are down there. You see, I know where they are. Like I work in this area. When I was doing security, please, nobody spoke English, and these ain't Hispanic nights. Yeah, Russian nights. All the we had Russian night. We had it was another, because we couldn't have that night with the same night as the Russians, but it wasn't a Ukrainian night. It was another night. No English, no English. So if we're gonna be a legit around the board, hey, let's illegal immigrants aren't just Mexicans, guys. Just so y'all know that. Illegal immigrants are illegal immigrants. Don't pick favorites because you're scared that you are going to be a minority. Don't pick favorites. If we're gonna have illegal actions, just stopping anybody who looks like an immigrant. What does that look like? Hispanics, that's what we're doing, because after that, you're like, we're gonna stop all the black folks, but we don't stop the white folk. We don't stop the Asians. Why not? If we gonna do it, ICE, let's do it. If we're gonna do it, if y'all gonna sit there and give initiatives of $50,000 and $50,000 signing bonus, $65,000 student loan forgiveness, let them pick all of them. Hey, let them pick them all, because you just focusing on Hispanics. I'm not cool with that. You just picking on minorities. I'm not cool with that. Pick on the white folk. If I'm not for it at all, because ICE operates very, very hatefully. But if that's what we gonna do, if y'all gonna say, if that's what y'all gonna do, then pick them all. But we know that's not gonna happen. So anyway, on another lighter note, so a lot of people like to trash Trump. A lot of people like to belittle him. And we will say this, right? We will come out and say this. Trump yesterday did something that I did not think he would do or get done. He initiated a peace treaty between Israel and Gaza. Look at. So we're not gonna crap on Trump on a taco all the time. We're not gonna do that. I had a nice letter. Where's it at? Okay. But here we go. Trump admin orchestrated their Israel government approval of hostage trade deal and a ceasefire agreement with Gaza. That's great. That's great, right? That's great. That is great. Trump said, the Israel hostage should be trading on Monday or Tuesday. That is great. That is great. As the White House puts out, he is the president of peace. President of peace. But here's the crap. Like, I'm with that. But Trump did this move so he can get this Nobel Peace Prize. And he didn't get it, guys. Miss Maria Corina Machado got it from Venezuela, baby. She got it. And if you ask the people from Nobel, I was like, who? Like, if y'all look like, who is the Nobel Peace Prize? That is I should have wrote that down. I didn't. Is it Norwegian? Norway? Oh, anyway, they asked them what about listening to Trump's push for the Nobel Peace Prize, and it was like, listen, we sit in halls, and a committee sits in this halls, a formula of photos of people that won the Nobel Peace Prize, and we look at people that stood for courage and integrity, and that's what he said. Yo, so I know people are like, yo, I'm glad we're gonna give clap shouts because Taco got something done. We'll see. Temporarily, it's a ceasefire. It's not a complete, utter part of his big his peace plan. But I think his major push was so he can get just that Nobel Peace Prize, because if you listen to his speeches, he says he wants one, he deserves one, because Obama had one, and he said Obama didn't do anything, he did nothing, he was a horrible president, Obama was the worst president of all. So I really think it's just ego boost for him. And sometimes good things come from egos. So the fact that the people of Gaza were celebrating in the streets, the people of Israel were celebrating in the streets, because at the end of the day, it's all this death that's happening, and no one wants that. So if we got to use Taco to get the peace over in the Middle East, I will gladly sign off on the clapping of that. I will gladly. But to be honest, I can't just because you initiate peace in this situation and you are blowing up your home state, your home country, I can't give you a peace prize because of that. Like, I'm so glad you solved that situation. But you initiating so many other problems over here. So how you a peace lawyer and you can't even get this? You are inciting rage over here, and you enjoy it. It's kind of a contradictory. It doesn't really mesh well. But that's what it is. Again, I'm so glad about the ceasefire. And Mr. Trump didn't win. Miss Maria did. Some people are upset about that. Oh well, y'all be all right. And I think that's what it is. So yeah, plan to stop the wars. What did I say here? Plan to stop the war that is actual put into action. Okay, so that's what it is. His big peace plan, and that's cool. That's what it is. All right, that's what's up. If we have any more political news, please let me know. I would definitely like to hear what you have to say about definitely like to hear about what you have to say about politics. I don't know everything about everything. I'm always studying now. Like I am always looking at information, Googling things, just because I want to know what both sides think. I think there's a realm. I've said this before. I think there's a realm in which we all can sit and agree and live with. You don't have to agree with everything I agree with. I don't have to agree with everything you agree with, but there is a land of peace that we can live in. And right now it is such a dire moment because we are getting pushed into a land of hatred that is so massive and is so bad. I think if you guys do any type of history on Hitler, you will see how Hitler divided how Hitler got to power, divided the nation, and then conquered the nation off of hatred. And we're in that same realm, guys. If you guys listen, if you guys just do a quick little Google search and then just listen, if you read the moves of Hitler, it sounds entirely like the government we're in right now. It's kind of sad. And people wonder how Hitler got into a place where he got into a place of power. It's quite, just look at what's happening now. You don't understand history because when you're in it, but when you sit back and look at it, you're like, oh gosh, darn it, like that's what it is. So I think Trump will go down. Trump wants to go down and he wants to be famous. He will go down to infamy if he keeps on going down this route. It will be infamous. He will go down in history books, but not for how he wants to. Maybe he wants to go down in history books like that. Just wants his name to be enshrined in something that's known. I don't know, but it's a lot of division on a part of him because I don't think Trump is not the most educated man. Like you hear how he talks, and he's a grifter as Dave Chappelle said. He says what he needs to say. He's definitely a grifter. So he'll tell you what he needs to tell you. He'll say what he needs to say over there, and it's all lies. And no one will if you don't take the time to fact check, you will be just as goofy as him because you will believe what he says, and that's what he wants. And there is a place where even the ruralist of Republicans can do some self-educating and learn from it. It's not that hard. A lot of people just don't want to read, so they'll let somebody read to them. And if I read just sections of what I want you to read, you'll think that's the whole complete story. So if I just go and read the whole story, I'll learn what it is. So guys, just read the whole entire story of what you're trying to figure out. Don't just take bits and pieces of it. Don't sit there and listen. I heard a preacher say that black folk they lead in crime, they lead in all this, they lead in rape, and he said every crime. No, I'm sorry. If I said a black person, a white preacher said every crime is led by black people. That literally, I literally had the stats up because I was writing stuff out for this. I just really wanted to screenshot the stat and send it to him. Like, the truth be told, guys, black people lead the stats in murder. We lead the stat in murder. It was like 51%, and white people at 47. And then we also lead the stat in armed robbery. It was one other one. It's on in the computer in there. We led that one. It was another 50, and white people like 46. Other than that crime, white people led the crime on everything. But they will make you believe that black people lead the crime on everything. I'm not trying to put white against black. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is, guys, if we're gonna talk about truth, talk about truth. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not putting white against black, but if we're gonna talk about truth, let's talk about truth. Or let's just give solutions. I hear no one gives solutions. I just hear people start to state the problem that black are doing this and white are doing this and black people are doing this. And a lot of people with voices are saying that black people are so wrong and black people. All right, give us solutions to if you have a problem with it so bad. Let's sit together and give solutions that are actually viable, opposed to just like shipping. We're gonna ship you away, black people. That's not viable. All right, so let's just come up with actual solutions that help the planet, help the race. If you guys have a problem with the race that's so bad, let's come up with a viable solution. That's all I'm saying. Because the hatred's always going to be there. I could preach hatred. I could blame a lot of problems on a white person, and I could do all this other things and could talk about this. But y'all not going to hear that. Just like y'all not going to hear that. No one's going to hear that. So what I want to do is let's preach the togetherness. How do we mend it, right? How do we get past? How do we fix the broken finger? Because Black lives matter. All lives matter. But at this particular moment, black lives are mattering, right? So and how do we fix that broken finger? When black lives are mattering, because all things are important. But if this finger's messed up, how do I fix this finger? So that way my whole hand works again. Now, if this finger's broke, how do I fix this finger? Because black lives mattered at one point. Black lives matter. And right now, Hispanic lives matter. Honestly, Hispanic lives matter because they're treating them like dogs. They're treating them worse than a dog. They are treating them worse than dogs. The way they yank them out of cars, Hispanic lives matter, guys. Yeah, but all lives matter. All lives do matter. And right now, Hispanic lives, Mexican lives matter. They matter. And if y'all don't agree with that, y'all need to go really sit and talk with yourselves. Because when it's a problem, it's a problem to a part of the hand, we need that hand to work as a fist to grab things. If that finger broke and that finger broke, we can't do nothing with these two fingers. Let's all fingers working together, guys. Let's just make sure we gotta do that. We gotta do that. So let's all work together, opposed to this Republican versus Democrat. And granted, I am definitely a Democrat because I see things that Republicans do and I just don't agree with it. But I have things that Democrats do that I don't agree with. But let's work in love and let's figure out how to fix it, guys, because we are headed down a dangerous path. Ooh, I lost a lot of people talking about this politics. It's all right. It's cool. But it's all right. It's good. So with that being said, I just had to go on that little rant real quick. So now what are we talking about? We are talking about sports. What's up in sports? All right. Check me out here. Sports, right? It was interesting this last week. Get to my my sports page. Oh, yes. Kick it off. Mark Sanchez, who was a former NFL Jet quarterback turned NFL analyst. Mark Sanchez now faces a felony charge after being stabbed up by messing with this delivery driver. Mark Sanchez got stabbed a bunch of times in the chest because he was trying to play tough guy to somebody who was delivering some oil. He was picking up some oil. Let's see. I'm not gonna read this whole thing. Sanchez, who was arrested Saturday and charged with 3 misdemeanors and also charged with a level 5 felony battery Monday per authorities. I wanted to talk about this. It's been a note since Monday. Level 5 battery charge can be applied in the case of serious bodily injury to another person. The charge can carry a 1 to 6 year sentence and a $10,000 fine. Friday night, Mark Sanchez, 38, is in Indianapolis to serve as a Fox Sports analyst for the Raiders Colts game. On Sunday, he observed acting erratically during wind sprints in the alley behind a pub in downtown. A grease truck driver picking up cooking oil from the nearby hotel parked his truck in the loading dock, blocking the alley where Sanchez is doing sprints. Sanchez approached the driver to try to get him to move and eventually gets into an altercation with him, where he body slams him towards the wall and then to the ground. The driver sprayed Sanchez with mace or pepper spray, but the former NFL quarterback continues attacking him. The driver pulls a knife and stabs Sanchez 2 to 3 times in the chest. Believing this guy's trying to kill me, Sanchez turns around and heads up the alley. You know Mark Sanchez, the butt fumble guy, yes. Apparently he can't hold on to a football, but he can try to beat up an oil delivery guy. And apparently he sucked at that too because he got stabbed up. Shank, this deep, and he did all of that. He stabbed him like, I can't even think of something appropriate to say stabbing to. Mark Sanchez effed around and found out that, you know what, you are not, you're not butt proof and you're not shank proof neither, dude. Move around or find out. And apparently homeboy, but the picture of the dude, he kind of messed him up, bro. Like, I see why they gave him a felony charge. He messed Buddy up. I'm glad Buddy had a knife on him, because Sanchez was gonna kill him. He looked like he got thrown through the goulash, boy. He got messed up. But he shanked Sanchez, and then Sanchez woke up talking about, well, after in the hospital, like, what's going on, bro? You was high off something, and it wasn't life, big dog. So yeah, you met the pointy end of a knife. That's what happened. He was in critical condition too. He was in critical condition after Sanchez underwent surgery. The stab wounds to his chest and is stable now. Sanchez is discharged from the hospital Sunday morning, transferred directly to the central booking at Marion County Jail, where he reportedly posted his $300 cash bond on Monday. Sanchez's charges were upgraded from several misdemeanors to a level 5 felony. Battery on causing serious injuries, and that's what we got to talk about right there. Sanchez, he dumb, boy, dumb, and you got stabbed up, and now you gonna lose your job because you wanted to be tough doing wind sprints, bro. What are you doing wind sprints for like that outside a bar? Just enjoy the bar. You got to work on Sunday. Chill out. No, when got antsy trying to impress somebody and got yanked up. Goofy. All right, here we go. Another news. Other NFL news, Shedeur Sanders got bumped to QB2 because the Browns traded out Flacco to who they traded him to? Why can't I think who they traded him to? The Bengals. I think it was the Bengals. So they trade him to the Bengals. So the Shedeur gets bumped up to QB2. Everybody's happy about that until the Browns signed a quarterback, Bailey. I didn't write his first name. They signed this other quarterback, and now he's taking QB2 reps, and they signed him off somebody's practice squad. And Shedeur is not taking reps. Dylan Gabriel is still QB1. Shedeur is. I think they just and at this point everybody's like, yo, would y'all just stop playing with this boy? Y'all are really, the buck breaking has to stop, guys. It has to stop. It has to stop, because y'all gonna mess around and break. He's not gonna be a confident quarterback. So you guys need to figure out how to stop being such dickheads and either let the boy go or play the boy. I'm not trying to say Dylan Gabriel's trash, but what I am saying is stop messing around with this little boy, this Shedeur Sanders confidence, because y'all want to butt break him. And that's the problem. I told y'all, NFL, it gets real slave ownership real quick. And so as of right now, it should be over here. As of right now, the Browns are paying 8 quarterbacks to be on a roster. 8 quarterbacks. Where is it at? It's over here. Don't worry about it. I thought it would have moved over, but it didn't. 8 they're paying Deshaun Watson $35.9 million. They're paying Jameis Winston $2.2 million. Dylan Gabriel's $1.1 million. Joe Flacco $999K. Shedeur Sanders $955,000. Bailey Zapp, that's the guy they just signed, $315,000. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, $171K. He must be on the practice squad. And Kenny Pickett, they still paying Kenny $8,000. It is 8 quarterbacks on this roster that the Browns are paying. The one thing y'all like to do, y'all don't like to win, but the one thing y'all like to do is pay quarterbacks. Y'all can sign me. Y'all can sign me. Hey, listen, AK, y'all can sign me for $7,000 a month. I'm cool with that. Like, I take that. That's an easy, my rent is paid. Please, let's do that then. Gosh, can I can run, like, I ain't ran my 40 in a little while. I was 4.7 last time I ran it. Can I just, I can't even throw a ball like that. I'm a linebacker, but I can't throw, but they can't throw the balls neither. Look, Deshaun Watson ain't throwing jack. Y'all paying him $35 million. I'll take 10% of that, bro. Come on, Jack. Y'all can help me out with that. That's all I'm saying. Let me go back to this real quick so I can just have there we go. And so yeah, the Browns are paying 8 quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson was seen throwing the ball this week, so they said maybe Maybe we're gonna wait until Deshaun Watson is actually healthy, and then we can see what we get out of him. If Deshaun Watson is now healthy, that's gonna be something. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, you got a healthy Deshaun Watson. I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but a healthy Deshaun Watson, you got a Shador Sanders, and you got Dylan Gabriel. They don't got it. They're gonna drop everybody else. They still got to pay them, but that's a good rotation. I'm not gonna take nothing from Dylan Gabriel. He played his game. He's had 17 points. So it wasn't horrible. So we'll see. Do I think Shador is better? I don't know. I haven't seen Shador with the one, so we'll see. We shall see if they give Shador a fair chance, but I don't think they will because they still on this buck breaking bull crap. And that's what. So they got that one. Let's roll into this one. What we got? Oh, Thursday night football. Did y'all check that game out? Y'all can check the highlights, NFL highlights on YouTube. Look, Giants beat the Eagles 34-17. I don't know if y'all know, but I wasn't expecting that. The Eagles were 4-1. The Giants were 1-4. Like, I wasn't expecting the Giants to beat the Eagles 34-17. Jackson Dart looked great. By the way, Russell Wilson's over there, but Jackson Dart got it. Jackson Dart looked great. The boy, he had 195 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. But the dude who killed the game, Cam Scatterboo. He looked. I don't know if it's Scatterboo. He was skedaddling. How about that? Bam Bam Cam skedaddle. I don't want to call him Bam Bam Cam because that's already somebody else. Somebody else tried that Bam Bam Cam. No, the Cam was skedaddling though, because he looked like Peyton Hillis out there. No lie, he looked like Peyton. That boy was lowering the shoulder. He was lowering the boom. Cam skedaddling. He was like a mad. Even last week, if you watched him, like he was playing like a madman, just running into folk, playing like a. That's how he a rookie. That's how you're supposed to. That's how you're supposed to play. You got these two rookies and Jackson Dart and Cam going crazy on the field, and it showed because these boys beat the Eagles. The Eagles, the same Eagles that won the playoffs last season. Those Eagles, yes, like they beat them by three possessions, guys. Like 34-17. That's 17 points. They doubled on them. They dubbed them. Like, dang. And the Eagles had so many tush pushes. I'm starting to see why people don't like the tush push because it's kind of illegal. But man, go watch. If y'all missed it, go watch the highlights because it's good. Baseball. Dodgers beat Philly 2-1 to close out the series 3-1. I don't watch baseball, and so I missed that game. I heard the series was good, but I don't watch baseball. And I know New York is sad because the Yankees lost. They lost their last game to the Blue Jays 5-2, just coming off a nice win 9-6 because Aaron Judge is the big dude, by the way. Aaron Judge really saved. He put the hurrah. He put the pepper in the guacamole. He put the spunk in the moxie, baby. And he hit some crazy home run, which like really gave them the comeback to the game. But Yankees lost this last one. We thought they were gonna give it a nice hurrah, but nah. So the Yankees lost the last game to the Blue Jays 5-2 to lose their series 3-1. I know it sucks, New York. I know it sucks, but hey. At least the Giants beat Philly. That's all I'm saying. And they beat them bad. So y'all got something to cheer about. I don't know if you're a Jets fan, but hey, right now just rock with the Giants. They won, and that's all that matters. And they beat somebody good. Now they are 2-4. Things are looking good. Things are looking good. That's what's hot. All right, WNBA Finals. The Las Vegas Aces play the Phoenix Mercury, and I'm telling you right now, it's Game 4. The Mercury look like they're about to get swept tonight at 5 o'clock. I don't know if did I write if it's Eastern or Pacific. I think it's Pacific because they're here. So yeah, Mercury look like they about to get swept, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. They just. I hope y'all just try to come play. Try to do something, y'all. And it's also a lot of WNBA drama going on with the WNBA commissioner. I can't think of her name. And she's just been saying a lot of crazy stuff on just interviews, and a lot of players aren't happy with her. Caitlin Clark's not happy with her. A lot of players are not happy with the WNBA commissioner. And by the way, they just got a commissioner. They commissioners, they just got the commissioner in the last 5 years, last 6 years. So she's trying. She came from Duluth. She was the CEO of Duluth. So she is trying. But what happens is you run your mouth, and all of a sudden now and people only pay attention to the bad stuff you say. So, but maybe they'll get that. Maybe Adam Silver, maybe he's gonna fix that. But y'all know I'm not a big NBA fan. No way. I actually like WNBA more than I like NBA, because I just think a lot of the NBA players lose their oomph. They start flopping a lot. So I'm not for that. But anyway, football. Y'all know what I like. I like football. Football predictions of this week. Let's see. I gave predictions last week. I don't even know. I should have went back and saw what I predicted and who I thought, and then what I came out with. But I'm gonna tell y'all now, I would have never thought the Giants beat the Eagles. Never, ever. We got Broncos and the Jets. Broncos gonna beat the Jets. Jets looking the Jets are trappy. They're crappy. They're trash. We got the Rams versus the Ravens. Unfortunately, the Ravens are doing really bad. They look horrible right now. This is not their year. This is like the worst year they have. So Rams. Let's go. McVay, it's yours to lose, baby. We got Dallas versus Carolina. As bad as much as everybody hates Dallas, Dak is a pretty good quarterback. So we'll see what they got cracking. I just know my Bears beat them, though. You lost to the Bears. Y'all suck. Anyway, Dallas versus Carolina. I think Dallas got that. Arizona versus Indiana. I hear the Colts are good. I'm not sure. I haven't caught a game from them yet, but I think Indiana should pull that out. We got Jackson versus Seahawks. Jackson rolling, bro. They 4-1. Jackson rolling. I don't know where that came from. I missed that. Jackson 4-1. Yo, Seahawks. Listen, I'm sorry y'all losing that game. Like, Trevor Lawrence on a high right now. And he got Travis back there. Listen, I'm sorry, Seahawks. Y'all not pulling that out. Y'all can hang that one up. We have the Chargers versus Miami. Miami's not looking good. Chargers, y'all looking good. But y'all generally look like a decent team anyway. But Miami, y'all looking like y'all suck right now. So I'm going LA with that one. The Chargers, we got Cleveland Brown versus Pittsburgh. Steelers taking that one, Joe. I'm sorry. Steelers going to win that one. I would like to see, this may be our chance to see Shador in action. But if they said Deshaun was, I don't think Deshaun coming this week. So we'll see. We got Dylan Gabriel, we got Shador versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's just a hard game to play. Steelers are always a hard team to play. So we got two good. We got Myles Garrett and we got TJ Watt rushing edges. It should be a very good defensive game, though. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to see. Wait. That comes on. I'll be at church. I always miss the good game being at church. Darn it. That one comes at 10 o'clock here. We got Patriots versus New Orleans. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what the Saints got. Can somebody help me out? I don't know who's with the Saints. I don't know. That one's who. Anybody can call it. Y'all can call it. I don't know. Let's just pick one. Saints? I don't know. That's Saints? All right, we got Tennessee versus Raiders. Ooh, excuse me. I've been doing a lot of talking. I brought my water this time. Tennessee versus Raiders. I'm going to go with Raiders because my boy Luck is a Raiders fan. But, again, I don't know what Tennessee got. And Raiders suck too. So, but Raiders y'all be close, Raiders. But y'all just don't. I don't know what y'all be sucking, and then y'all be. I don't know. Let's go Raiders. The Raiders. Let's do the Raiders. We got San Francisco versus the Bucks. The Buccaneers gonna win. They gonna take that one. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Baker baking right now. That boy cooking. He cooking right now. Let's see. We got Green Bay versus Bengals. And if Joe is still out, his game is no, it is because that's where they signed Flacco. Flacco was Green Bay, y'all, Green Bay, and Michael Parsons over there, Green Bay. We got Detroit versus Kansas City. I want Detroit to win. Look, I was a Kansas City fan, but the refs just really ruined it for me. I can't rock with them like I used to, so I kind of want. And it's a Midwest boy. I kind of want Detroit, even though Detroit is they be embarrassing my Bears. Always. But I just need them to, Kansas City, they need to suffer. They need to suffer. So we got that. Monday, we got a doubleheader on Monday. Monday Night Football. We got the Buffalo Bills versus Atlanta. Bills going to take that one. And then we got Chicago versus Washington. OMG, a rematch, baby. Let's go. So we got Chicago versus Washington. I'm going to tell you, I think the league has figured out, I can't think of his name, JD Daniels. Is it Jaden Daniels? I think they figured him out. But I just don't think the Bears figured him out. So I'm going to say the Bears. Y'all know I'm a Chicago boy through and through. But I'm going to just tell y'all, Bears suck. They suck. Dang, Bears ain't been right. The Bears have not been right since they fired Lovey, and that's y'all fault, Bears. Y'all get that crap together. Y'all are like that the stain on the toilet you just can't clean. Just suck. Y'all stink. You have a brand new toilet. What's that stain back there? Just trash. Oh, y'all like a really good piece of steak that you dropped on the floor. That was gonna be good, but we dropped it on the floor. Trash. And the bye weeks, we got Texans and the Vikings. That's our byes for the week. So, yep, that's what I have for football. Told about the sports, and that's all we got for sports. All right, we got two things to talk about entertainment real quick. Biggest one thing we got is the Cool Kicks scandal. If you guys know who Cool Kicks are, they are huge. They are basically a clothing co-signer that focus on shoes, because hence the name Cool Kicks. They are huge. They have a huge, massive social media following, huge influence in the hip hop culture, in the clothing culture. On October 2nd, their warehouse was raided by LAPD while on a live stream. While the owner and founder was doing a live stream, they were raided. He thought he was getting squatted by just a hater, but no, it turned out to be real. The owner. Adil Shams as well as other employees were arrested. LAPD released a statement saying that they recovered over $500,000 worth of stolen Nike gear, including unreleased sneakers and apparel. The items reported are not stolen. I mean, they are stolen, not counterfeit. If you guys are wondering how they got that $500,000, a little while back, there was a train that got robbed. I think they said they stole over $5 million worth of Nike merchandise. I think it was $5 million. I meant to look that up before I started, but I forgot because I was looking up other stuff. Yes. So somehow it just miraculously lined up and landed in Cool Kicks' warehouse. And we don't know how it get here. So his plug, and so now Shams was booked on felony charges for receiving stolen property. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Whoever sold that to him, y'all better get up out. Y'all better leave LA. That boy snitching. He gonna tell faster than a little kid that got slapped back, that got popped in the hand by their best friend. He gonna tell so quick. He gonna tell faster than somebody. Listen, he ain't going to jail for y'all. He gonna trick on y'all like trick or treating. He gonna tell so much. He gonna tell what he did in the 3rd grade. Y'all better move around. Get up out the state. Go stay at y'all grandma's down south. Y'all better, whoever did that robbery off that train and sold them shoes to that man, he gonna tell on y'all. I'm telling y'all now. Y'all better move around. He gonna get look. He ain't doing no time for y'all. I ain't doing look. And this coming. I don't even believe in that whole snitches get stitches stuff. I know it happens, but I'm tricking, bro. I ain't going to jail for nobody. I done did my 12 hours. That's all they getting from me. I can't go back. I done used all my little card, like your time allotted. That God gave me 12 hours. That's all I got. I used it up when I first go round. I'm sorry. I have nothing else. Ain't got nothing to give. God didn't even give me a whole day. He said, you got 12 hours. I used it all in the first go round. Sorry, I can't go back. So he tricking, y'all. I'm telling y'all, he is tricking. He seen Boondocks and the Booty Warrior. He don't want no parts of that. He don't want no parts of that. He tricking. If y'all seen what the man looked like on his live streams, on his whatnot, and social media, y'all can look at him and say, "Oh, he ain't about that life. He telling. Oh, I know he telling. He telling." So, with that being said, hey, y'all better move. Y'all better move around. Y'all better move around. Oh, and with that one, the last little thing we got today is Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beef. Somebody can you tell these chicks to sit? Can you tell Nicki Minaj to sit down somewhere? It's over, B. It's over. Nicki, it's done. They have moved on. They are tired of the crazy Barbie. They are tired of it. They have moved on. You need to move around. Just chill out, sit down somewhere, and don't even worry about it. I didn't even know about it until my boy hit me up and said, "Do you hear about this the Cardi B thing?" I was like, "Nah." Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beef. He was like, "Yeah, they've been beefing online." He said, "I love Twitter, and you know I like Twitter too. Twitter gives you a lot of information, a lot. It's a lot of stuff that my algorithm has now conformed so much to politics. I get a lot of political hate, a lot of political BS that I love sifting through." So I never really got the entire hip hop algorithm thing going. I'm glad too, because it's just a lot of crap. But not like politics, I ain't. But so he was like, "Bro, this Nicki Minaj Cardi B beef is hilarious." He said the funniest thing she said was, Cardi B was like, Nicki Minaj was saying a lot of stuff out of pocket, and then she said, "Listen," Cardi B said, "Don't be mad because your son's favorite color is 5. How about this, y'all? That was a cold line. That was a cold bar. I know people are like, you can't talk about kids, but we're gonna be real. If it was battle rapping, you can say whatever you want to in battle rap. So that was a cold bar. It reminded me of a bar this young lady from Carbondale, Kristen said to a girl. She said, "I hate you more than you love your grandma." That's a lot of hate, y'all. That's a lot of hate. "I hate you more than you love your grandma." That is dangerously. I don't know how a little kid come up with a bar like that. That's like fight worthy. That is crazy. How does out of the mouths of babes? That's all I'm saying. Out of the mouths of babes. Her last name is Hood, so I guess I can rock with that. Out of the mouths of babes will come the craziest hood things that people say. "I hate you more than you love your grandma." That's a crazy bar. And that's kind of something like Cardi B said to Nicki Minaj. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are like, "Yo, they're going too far," because now they talk about childbirth and all this other stuff. And it's kind of stay out of beefs because it's kind of stupid to me. I think it's all political. I think not political. I think it's all structured for album releases. I think they call each other and say, "Hey, what you want to be mad today? Yeah, let's be mad today. We need to be relevant today. Okay, what you want to talk about? I'm gonna talk about your kids. Whoa. What you gonna say about my kids? I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, that works." I think that's a lot of how the industry buzz goes around because hey, everybody got everybody's phone number. If once you get to a certain level, everybody got everybody's phone number, or everybody can get in contact with everybody. So I just think that is great. It is great entertainment. Logan Paul and Mike Tyson was a great entertainment. It was an entertaining fight. I won't say great. It was entertainment, but it's still entertainment at the end of the day. Reality TV seems real, but it's definitely structured. It's definitely auditions. You can ask me. I can post some of them up if you want to see them. It's all auditions. Every last one of them. Ain't none of that real. But I think this is a great way to get publicity for your new album, new song, and new anything, especially if you like, she got a new project coming out. So let me get some buzz going around because I've been stagnating. I've been stale for a little while. So let me get something moving. And so that's that Cardi Nicki Minaj beef. If anybody else got some funny things they done said, let me know. Put them in the comments. I would like to read them. I would like to watch. I would like to see what they're talking about. Kind of. Except for when they talk about they badges. We good on that. Y'all can leave that. Y'all can leave that out. Leave that to y'all and y'all boos and y'all boyfriends. But yeah, I heard Nicki. I've never been a fan of Nicki Minaj. I think she is very, very antic based. A lot of antics. just a lot of goofiness. And that's all we got for news today, y'all. That's all we got. We reached it. We did it. 4:35. We done. We got it. Now we can get on the road to get to this gig that I gotta be at in 30 minutes. It's gonna take me an hour to get to. That's cool. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in for today. I appreciate y'all tuning in to today. Whoever tuned in. Let everybody know, like and share the video for me, please, if I can. Again, we're getting better every day, every week. If you guys would like to be part of the, I always forget this segment. So, NIE News special, IE News correspondent, Bomba, a.k.a. Aaron Fletcher, let us know that this week in the esports realm, Battlefield dropped today. It does Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 was released today, and it is the second most played game with a peak player count of 747,444 people only on PC alone. That's not even including Xbox and PlayStation. I wish I could play right now, but I got to go play it at the church, man. But Battlefield. I've been waiting for Battlefield to drop, y'all. Oh, Call of Duty dropped last week. Screw them. Battlefield is where it's at, baby. Arc Raiders has their server slammed on October 17th and 19th. I don't know what that means. Our correspondent is not here to explain that to me. So, yeah, their servers got slammed. Whoa. I don't think it's a good thing. And the long-awaited Little Nightmares 3 has been released today. He let us know last week that Little Nightmares 3 and Battlefield 6 were coming out today, and clearly it did. And that's all our esports correspondent, Bomba, Aaron Fletcher, a.k.a. Bomba, let us know for today. Thank you, Bomba. Yeah, that's all we got for the esports. Thank you. All right, so guys, if you want to be part of the What's Up Media team, please let me know in the comment section below, or send me a message, an email, a phone call, a text message. I would love to have you on board for to be part of our politics, our entertainment, or our sports segment. We are doing big things over here. We are going to do nothing but get bigger and better. I promise y'all. Just watch. We are going to be up there. It's going to be great. And y'all gonna be like, yo, we was here from the beginning, mama. Yeah, I'm talking to you, girl. But y'all gonna see. I thank you guys for tuning in every week. We're gonna do this every week. We're gonna knock it out, and we're gonna be having a great time as we do it. So until then, guys, I want you guys to know we perish for a lack of knowledge. So seek the knowledge, people, so we do not perish. All right, as I ended it always, be good, be cool, and be AC. Peace. Let's get out of here. Any other questions?